My brothers and sisters, have you ever been betrayed by someone you just met, a stranger? I don't think so, no? Because the thing is, betrayal oftentimes comes from the people that is closest to us. As Judas' actions reminded us in the gospel. In the dim light of the upper room, moments after Judas departs to betray him, Jesus speaks words that shines with truth. Now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified with him. Did Jesus know that Judas will betray him? Of course. And yet, he let him. How surprising that at the brink of betrayal, Jesus does not dwell on her hurted feeling or maybe plan a revenge, but declares glory. Glory of a love that transforms even the darkest human reality. Because the deepest wounds are inflicted not by strangers or someone you just met, but by friends, family, trusted companions. We know this, that after spending a long time together, after all the good things we have shared and all the hardships we went through together, betrayal is a wound for many of us that is difficult to heal. Yet Jesus, knowing such pain, knowing such a wound, responds not with bitterness, but with a radical commandment. Love one another. Love one another as I have loved you. So you also must love one another. This love in its original language is agape, a love that pours itself all for the beloved. Not just a fleeting emotion or a deliberate choice to seek a sense of fulfillment, but a love that's seeking constantly the good of others, even at the cost to oneself. This is the standard of love that Jesus sets for us. He washed the feet of his disciples, embraced the broken, the lepers, and would stretch out his arms on the cross for those who really seek his life. Agape is not self-focused. Agape loses itself in the act of giving. Yes, loving ourselves is good. It is the foundation of our dignity. We should love ourselves. But Christ invites us further to let our love overflow beyond ourselves. This is Christian love, not the world that the world offered to us. It is to lose our self-centeredness in the service to others. So how do we live? How do we practice this standard of agape? My brothers and sisters, when betrayal or hurt strikes us, let us learn to choose forgiveness. That's why one of the center teaching, a radical teaching of Jesus is to forgive and to love your enemies. In daily life, learn to listen deeply to one another, serve quietly, and sacrifice joyously. This love is not easy, but it is transformative, it is redemptive, it is saving us and others. As we love like Jesus, we become like beacons, like a lighthouse of His presence. Because by this kind of love, we are showing everyone that we are His disciples. My brothers and sisters, I pray that we may rise to this sacred call to love. In a world fractured by division, war, and differences, may our love, modeled after Christ agape, heals, unites, and glorifies the one who loved us to the end. Amen.